message appears. Her friends are on their way to Museum Siola. She, dressed in batik, a pattern woven from generations of pride. Because love for the homeland doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through the streets that raised us. The cannons, the statues, the walls of Siola, they speak of struggles and sacrifices. This is where our love for Indonesia begins.
A pack of friends gather at the gate, their laughter blending with the hum of the city. Different faces, different stories, but one soul, Indonesia, united not by perfection, but by the love that refuses to fade. For no matter how far we go, the homeland always finds its way back into our hearts.
They step inside, into the living memory of the nation. Each footstep is a promise to remember, to honor, to continue. The museum does not simply hold history, it holds the essence of who we are. The unbroken bond between the past and the present, between struggle and hope.
Selamat datang. The words on the wall seem to speak with warmth and pride. Through paintings and relics, Surabaya tells her story, a city that has endured, fought, and loved. And through her story, we remember our own, that loving the homeland means cherishing its every scar.
Through the glass, the city stretches beyond old rooftops beside shining towers, past and future side by side, just like us, a generation standing on the shoulders of heroes, ready to carry the torch forward.
On the screen, the face of heroes flicker. Not legends, but ordinary souls who chose to fight. They remind us that Cinta Tanah Air is not born from grand speech, but from small acts of courage. Love for the homeland is not an emotion, it is an action.
Two friends stop before a wall of history, the Battle of Surabaya. Smoke, fire, freedom. Their hearts ache yet swell with pride, because they realize the peace we live today was built by those who loved this land more than their own lives.
Surabaya once stood divided, upper and lower town. But its people were never divided in spirit. From every corner of the city, one heartbeat echoed. For our land, for our people, for Indonesia. And that unity, that love, still lives within us today.
Ships once sailed from this port, carrying spices, dream, and determination. Today, those dreams continue in classroom, in markets, in heart that still believe. Because loving our homeland means keeping its dreams alive, generation after generation.
The air turned solemn, poster of the Japanese era starback, menuju ke arah kemerdekaan. A promise once whispered in fear, now shout in freedom. Our ancestors suffered, but they never stopped loving Indonesia. Their love became our freedom. Their courage became our inheritance.
Within these walls, the story of Surabaya's court unfolds, where ships once carried not just trade, but the dreams of a nation. The light shifts to the Japanese era. Old posters, uniforms, and framed memories whisper of struggle and survival. Here, every relic speaks of love, a love for the homeland that endured, even in the darkest of times.
Three uniforms stand frozen in glass. Silent reminders of war and resilience. They tell us that freedom has a face, and its name is sacrifice. Cinta Tanah Air. It's not about flags or borders. It's about people who never gave up on the land that gave them life. They lean closer to faded photographs. Eyes that once saw war, hands that once built peace. past looks back at them, whispering, continue what we began. In that moment, they know. Love for Indonesia is not just history, it is a duty.
The scent of Surabaya's traditions, pecel, nasi uduk, sate, fills the air. These flavors are more than just food. They are memories of love passed from one generation to another. To eat, to share, and to care. That too is part of loving the homeland.
They stop before a statue of a street food seller, humble, patient, devoted. Not all heroes carry weapons. Some carry rice and kindness. Because the strength of Indonesia lies not only in its battles, but in its people's compassion.
Music fills the room, Siamar Dira Puspita Dewa, voices of the city that never forgot to sing. Our art, our laughter, our music, outborn from love, for a nation that loved, creates, and a nation that creates, endures. Menabung dan menuju ke arah kemerdekaan. A call that once inspired millions still speaks to us now. Because Cinta Tanah Air is not only about remembering our freedom, it's about building the future that our heroes dreamed of.
As they step out of the museum, the golden light of Surabaya embraces them. They walk together, silent, thoughtful, proud. Their laughter returns, but their hearts carry something new, a deeper love, a shared gratitude. Because this land, this history, this unity is home. And no matter where we go, Indonesia lives within us.